Good afternoon everybody. Welcome back to Bidyasagar Classes educational YouTube channel. As a part of our idioms and phrases discussion, we have come with the part 3 in this series of videos aims at helping students to crack the idioms questions in the competitive exam. So let us start today's discussion. Today's first idiom is curiosity killed the cat. This is an interesting idiom. That means being too curious can get you into trouble. That means there is always a limit to anything. Once we cross that limit, it is detrimental, it is harmful for us. So अपने हाथ में रह के जानने का कोशिश करना चाहिए. And sentence is given, don't ask about his divorce. Curiosity killed the cat. That means if you ask someone about his area of discomfort, definitely that person will scold us or we are in trouble. So it's better to be curious, but too much of curiosity is not good. That means too much of curiosity is not good. To say too much curiosity is not good. So we have to have a sense of proportion. We have to have a sense of proportion when we are curious. That means too much of curiosity is not good for our personality. Next idiom, cut corners. That means there are two types of people. Someone who aims at perfection, finish something by executing their work to perfection. But there are another type of people who believes in shortcuts and they want to save some money. They compromise on their work. So in that case, they are cutting corners. So an example is given. They always put quality first. They won't cut corners just to save money. For example, if you are suppose you are going to get married but you don't have money, in that scenario you have to cut corners because you are compromising on the arrangements of your marriage. That means compromise on your work. You can say compromise on quality. Compromise on quality, that is cut corners. Okay, let us come to the next idiom, cut the mustard. That means perform satisfactorily to succeed, up to standard. That means when you have given your best shot, you cut the mustard. We need a better catcher. This one just doesn't cut the mustard. So when we say that someone who is efficient, who has done the task, doing the work at optimum level, that means doing the work. We can say cut the mustard means doing the work. Doing the work at optimum level. Doing the work at optimum level. So when you perform satisfactorily, more often than not you succeed. Comes to the next idiom, devil's advocate. As you know, there is an argument and there is a counter argument. So devil's advocate means there is always a different side to the coin. The teacher always played devil's advocate to provoke discussion in the classroom. That means suppose you are in a GD, someone is saying for it and you are saying against it. That means you are playing the role of a devil's advocate. That means counter argument or the another side of the coin, devil's advocate. Suppose a case is going on heatedly in the court. One is government's public prosecutor and other person who is fighting the case against it, he is devil's advocate. That means opposing argument. You can say opposing argument. This is devil's advocate. Then come to the next idiom. Don't count your chickens before the eggs have hatched. That means don't make plans for something that might not happen. Ame Odia re kohu noi no dekhi no gala. That means don't make any daydreaming until you have come to your desired goal. Let us see the example. You might not win the prize and you have already spent the money. Don't count your chickens before the eggs have hatched. That means just don't daydream. That means मुंगेरी लाल की हंसी नहीं सपने जैसे बोलते हैं. Daydreaming, unnecessary dream. You can say दिवा स्वप्न, daydreaming. Don't count your chickens before the eggs have hatched. Let us come to the next idiom. Don't give up the day job. That means you are not very good at something, you could definitely not do it professionally. Why did you invest in business even after failing in it in the past? Don't give up the day job. That means lack of professionalism. You could definitely not do it professionally. This is not your cup of tea. Not working as per your strength. That means you can say not working. Suppose somebody is good at singing, but he tries his hand at dancing. Obviously, he don't give up the day job. Not working to, you can say, your strength. That is, don't give up the day job. Then next idiom, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That means when you are focusing all your attention in one area, more often than not, if that plan doesn't work, you don't have a plan B, more often than not you fail. I know you love Harvard, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. Apply in other colleges too. That means there has to be a plan B or plan C. If you focus on one thing, if that falls, you won't achieve your target. That means having more than one plans. You can say having more than one plans. So suppose you are trying to do a business and that business doesn't succeed, you must fall back upon a plan B or second plan, which you must have thought well in advance, so that you can always fall back on that plan. Okay, let's come to the next idiom. Drastic times call for drastic measures. That means when you are extremely desperate, you need to take drastic actions. When you see you are facing a deadly disease and the operation is the last resort, you have to go for the operation. You can't just go for homeopathy or Ayurvedic medicine. So when desperate condition arises, desperate situation needs to be taken. You see, when COVID happens in India, Prime Minister had to go for the shutdown and lockdown because desperate situation needs drastic action. Yes, we had to let go of 5-hour workers. Drastic time call for drastic measures. That means tough decision needed at tough time. That means you can say tough decision is required. Tough decision is required during tough time. Okay, that is drastic times call for drastic measures. Then let's come to the next idiom. Elvis has left the building. That means the show has come to an end, it's all over. We waited for another performance by the band, but it looked like the Elvis had left the building. Suppose you have gone to watch a magic show by PC Sarkar in Rabindra Mandap. But when the show has come to an end, actually the Elvis has left the building. If you are expecting another show, it won't happen. That means end of the show. The meaning is end of the show. Elvis has left the building. The next idiom, every cloud has a silver lining. That means every adversity has a positive thing to it. That means sweet are the uses of adversity, another idiom or proverb. That means finding positives in negative. That means finding positives in negative situation. Be optimistic, even difficult times will lead to better days. I'm sorry your business is going badly, but remember every cloud has a silver line. For example, if somebody has incurred heavy losses in his business, he had to work hard to recover that loss. But if he recovers successfully, he knows to amass this much of money in a short period of time, his efficiency will obviously improve because he was able to find his newfound confidence, his strength, inner strength, so that he utilizes his adversity or bad condition positively. So we have to be optimistic in difficult times. That is the essence of this idiom. Every cloud has a silver lining. So these are the idioms for today. Thank you for watching. If you find these idioms useful, please like and subscribe our channel and give your valuable comments so that we can come up with